Oh. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Oh, he drunk. He.
Do it to him. Really do it to him. Really. Harsh stick right here, shit. Harsh stick. Ooh. No. Get off. Right back on. That's it. Body. Touch his body. Harsh stick his body.
Oh, break it.
Right back on. Excellent.
Superstar Gervonta Tank Davis admits that he has messed up a potential sparring partner for his upcoming mega fight with Leo Santa Cruz. We're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Link in the description, Patreon. Head over there right now. You don't want to miss it. Got some fun stuff that I'm doing, like the group sessions. You guys can be a part of it, one-on-ones and or really group sessions. That's what we're doing right now. Or you can become a YouTube channel member. Hit the join button below. Now, Showtime, they unveiled a monster schedule that you guys will see on the screen, and it's their upcoming fights for the remainder of the year. Very impressive stuff. Even the fights that not everyone is familiar with, like Stephen Coolboy Fulton versus Mayweather Promotions Angelo Lee. That's a good fight. As you guys can see, their records are almost identical, so there was some thought put into these matches. Fulton 18-0, 8 knockouts. Angelo Leo is 19-0 with 9 knockouts. So there's a difference of 1 fight and 1 knockout. They almost have identical records. David Benavidez 22-0, 19 knockouts. His opponent lost to Zurdo Ramirez, but he has a record of 26-1. That's his 1 loss, 22 knockouts. You also have my man Rolly on here. Now, superstar Gervonta Davis has his own pay-per-view. This is his first pay-per-view, much deserved, after 3 fights that I covered with Tank last year. He fought, it was supposed to be Abner Matas, but that fight fell apart. Abner Matas had a detached retina, so he was unable to fight, but that would have been, kind of one of the bigger fights for Tank. So it still brought out a lot of celebrities like Drake, Lil Wayne, and they all came out to the StubHub Center or wherever it was to visit, and OBJ was there, just a bunch of people. Odell was there, a bunch of people were there, and that was against Ruiz, late replacement to Abner Matas. Then Tank took it back home to Baltimore, sold out. He had a lot of his Be More homies on the card. A lot of them later signed to Mayweather Promotions as well, where he's at. And then he turned out Atlanta, Black Hollywood, and I was at that fight too against Yuriorkis Gamboa. Got a stoppage there. Now he's fighting for 2 belts. One at 130 and one at 135 against Leo Santa Cruz. Big fight. Leo's durable, never been stopped. I have seen him hurt before, but not often. He got hurt in the Carl Frampton first fight, I believe. Things like that. Now Tank admits that he has this big fight, and he's admitting that a potential sparring partner is off the table because of what he did to him in sparring, right? And this is what he put an hour ago. Damn, now that I think about it, I could have used Ivan Redkach for a sparring partner, but I messed that up by beating him up and posting it on the gram. Now her upset. So he's obviously taunting and trolling. And you can see if you go to Ivan Redkach's page, let me see if he responded. Yeah, I guess he hasn't responded. This is all fresh, so he might respond. But ever since Tank had this infamous sparring with Ivan Redkach, you've heard Ivan Redkach, who's not the biggest name, but you know, boxing core fans would know who he is. It's like his name is hotter than it's ever been. You know, it's hotter than it's ever been. And that's just off of sparring Tank. So that goes to show you the star power that Gervonta has, because even though it was a bad, well, I can't say it was a bad sparring, but the parts that were shown, it looked like he was getting whooped, you know, just being real. But I didn't, you know, full disclosure, I didn't see the whole sparring, but I seen what I seen, and it was leaked, and it didn't look like he got the best of it. So that got his name bubbling. So maybe he gets a big fight with Broner coming off of a loss, both of them. You know, I don't know. Maybe Sean Porter is another name I heard rumored around and whatnot. And he's been nonstop. Ivan Redkach said, see, Errol Spence jumped in. That's what I was looking for. Ivan Redkach said, Leo Santa Cruz, kick his fat ass, please. He's talking about Tank. And then Errol Spence chimed in and said, let that hurt go, please. You'll come back, champ. Like, you know, he's like, you don't have to do all this. Because Ivan Redkach, since that embarrassing sparring dropped, he's been on like a warpath of, you know, he says Team Leo Santa Cruz, Team Heyman. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's at one point he switched his page to Gervonta Davis. He's kind of chilled a little bit in the last couple of days, but oh no, see, he hasn't. Look, what is this? He's like obsessed with Tank ever since that's hey, this is a freestyle video. Like, that's funny. I've never even seen this. I just changed my mind about them. You can get a man out of the mud, but you cannot get a man out of the mud. Wow. That is kind of funny though. Ivan Redkach is wilding with this. I don't know if people are helping him come up with these, but that's pretty funny. He's been taunting Broner and Tank ever since then. So Tank said, man, I had a great guy I could have sparred. But now I messed it up because I posted him on the gram. You know, so we'll see. We'll see what happens next. But Ivan Redkach has been going hard in the paint, trying to get a Tank fight. Tank, definitely a star. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. You know, these pandemic fights, no crowd. Obviously, Tank versus Leo Santa Cruz would have been a huge fight with a crowd, but, you know, this is the times we're living in. The show must go on. Shout out to Tank. He said he also wants to fight in Chicago after this fight. So we'll see. He has to get past Leo Santa Cruz. I'm sure there's a rematch clause. This is a heavy stakes fight. Leo's only lost to Carl Frampton, which he came back and avenged. I'm looking forward to this fight. This is a great fight. Awesome job by Showtime Boxing putting all these fights together. You could tell they put meticulous thought into it. Like this Donaire card is crazy. This opponent is 17-0. Donaire, a veteran with a crazy record, almost 50 fights. The Arboleda, he just fought Jason Velez. That was a tough fight, but he was looking pretty good. He's definitely strong versus Lil B-Hop. You know, these are some good fights, bro. Tank, Leo Santa Cruz, so on and so forth. Charlo's, I mean, that goes without saying, but Charlo's, in general, their brand is hot, but not to mention they're a pay-per-view doubleheader with crazy fights. Derevyanchenko, Rosario. I like the Lipinets joint, undefeated fighter he's fighting. I mean, check out, I did a video. It's everything you need to know about the Showtime upfront rollout. And it's a comprehensive look at each fight individually and kind of where each guy is at, and, you know, a little bit of a background. So check that video on the channel. It's one of my more recent uploads. I uploaded it yesterday, so check that out. Also, sign up for ESPN Plus using my link. It does help the channel when you guys click on that. ESPN Plus, home of a lot of original content. They got docuseries, documentaries, and UFC archive fights, boxing. Get ESPN Plus as a standalone app where you can bundle it. ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All 3 apps, one price, $12.99 a month. Let's get it. So I'm sure Tank's going to have some good sparring, but most likely it's not going to be Ivan Redkach, you know, since he got his fight announced, because Ivan Redkach will be looking to try to hurt Tank, and I'm not saying that will happen, but what I'm saying is now that his fight is official, I don't think we're going to have that particular sparring, because I guess they were supposed to meet up in the gym, you know, and have a part 2, but with the bad temperament and the animosity between each other, I don't see that happening, because it's not, when you're sparring for a training camp, you're trying to get the best work, guys that want to work with you and guys that are going to give you the best look to win. Leo Santa Cruz and Ivan Redkach are friends and kind of trained out of the same gym, I believe, stuff like that. Plus, he's probably going to want to try to get revenge and, you know, show Tank up after Tank and his team released that video. So I just don't see him sparring now that there's a, you know, $1 million fight on the line, a pay-per-view on the line, stuff like that. I don't think they'll be able to work together with the 2 temperaments, you know, because you don't want to mess up your bag, run the risk of an injury, or, you know, somebody do some crazy stuff, tackle you or something because they mad, and, you know, just anything like that. So we'll see. Ivan Redkach, there's still guys for him to fight. Like maybe he fights Adrian Broner. That was a fight that was rumored before. We'll see how it all plays out. Shout out to Tank. Definitely a star. And if he beats Leo Santa Cruz, goes up from there. It's up all the way up. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. Signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.